Coach, you only had a couple months of notice here for signing day, but you got your class in, you got your class ready to go. What have you thought just in terms of an overall perspective of this 2017 class?
We're happy with it. You know, it was kind of a whirlwind with the late decision to go sign scholarship guys for this class. We really had about a month and a half to get it planned out. So we went out for a good chunk of December and January, scrambled a little bit to get some names in, but the coaches worked hard. We're really happy with the overall athleticism. We think we signed a group of guys that can really come in and, be the faces of this program for the next 4 years as we join the Big South and embark on scholarship football.
You look overall at the class, first and foremost, you bring in a quarterback that you're confident about, a player who can help lead your team down the road. What do you see from Jason, and what do you expect from him the next couple of years?
Yeah, we expect a lot from Jason. We think he's a very talented young man. He's got a strong arm. He's a good athlete. He's intelligent. Been part of a very successful high school team, and that was important to us, especially at the quarterback position. We want to have a guy who's won a lot of games in his career, and he's a leader on the field, in the weight room, in the classroom, you name it. Jason has been kind of that go-to guy for that high school program, which at that position you need somebody that the other players on the offense can latch onto, and we think that he's going to have a really successful career here.
You look in terms of your role as the recruiting coordinator and picking out certain type of guys you're looking for. What is the brand of a Campbell player you're trying to bring in, and what have you seen from the guys you brought in this year?
Well, we were looking for explosive athletes, first and foremost. We wanted to add speed overall. That's I think the biggest thing as we transition from the Pioneer League into the Big South, playing against fully funded scholarship programs, is the speed of the game is going to pick up, and we need to be able to match that across the board, whether it's up front, at the skill positions, you name it. We had to get faster, and I think we did that. We were also looking for size and strength, and I think the final component is we're looking for well-rounded people that are going to compete in the classroom, in the weight room. We want to find competitive young men, because we think when push comes to shove, when the heat is on in critical moments in games, people that are naturally competitive, they're usually the ones that have the most success.
There's a bunch of positions we could touch on, but two that really stood out to us, the offensive and defensive line. Coach Minter mentioned it, but for you guys as a staff, what did they give your ability to bring in certain type of kids, and also a large number of them as well?
Yeah, it was important to us to address the lines early. Without a good offensive and defensive line, you don't have much of a chance as a football team, I don't think. So we had to find big guys that can really set the tone up front. We were looking for athletic guys. It's hard to teach size and strength, and we think we found that. We signed guys that really can play multiple positions up front too, guys that can play both guard and tackle on the offensive line, guys that can play defensive end and defensive tackle on the defensive line, which I think will give us good flexibility down the road as well.
Well, Coach, congratulations on completing this first class, and obviously a lot of hard work and a lot of work to go. So thanks for the time.
Thank you.